The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome out here to Fort Scott, Kansas, as we get set for tonight's Kansas High School basketball matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Fort Scott Tigers. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me, Jess Murphy, and we had to wrestle the internet for a while here in Fort Scott. Fortunately, we came out on top, but right before the bell. So the GN Bank pregame show
is a short one.
Everything's going to be super short tonight. So we want to let you know, though, that our game is presented by Crocan.
Now more than ever.
Your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas, with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Jess, Girard Trojans coming off a narrow 1-point victory over Galena last Friday. Had an entire week to practice, but they're going to have their work cut out for them here tonight against this Fort Scott squad. Always a tough game when you come up here to Fort Scott. Trojans looking to stay undefeated on the season, but this could be, next to that Carl Junction game, probably their biggest challenge of the season.
Yeah, and little talking to Coach Herlocker real quick pregame. He's down a couple sharpshooters against a Fort Scott team that predominantly plays zone. So a couple girls out with just sickness. So he's got his work cut out for him tonight, Josh.
Yeah, you want those jump shooters to kind of spread that zone out and open things up inside. And going to be a tough row to hoe tonight for the Trojans without those outside shooters. We'll see if they can overcome that here tonight in Fort Scott. Oh man, Jess.
Yeah.
What a mess coming into this pregame here tonight. Over on the boys' side, Trojans dropped pretty lopsided affair last Friday night to the Galena Bulldogs, and Galena looked like the defending state runners-up last week. Trojans trying to bounce back. Coach Westcott had them for a week of practice. We'll see how the Trojans look tonight coming out against the Fort Scott squad that came out on top over Girard last year. So we'll see if the Trojans can avenge that loss here tonight, get things back on the winning track. But shoot, we're down under a minute left here before tip-off in this one. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of those starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Your starting lineups for tonight. First off, for the Fort Scott Tigers, they'll start a 5'7 junior, number 3, Jesse Comstock, a 5'6 sophomore, number 4, Bailey Crouch, a 5'11 junior, number 14, Mackenzie Murphy, a 5'9 senior, Abby Altick, number 21, and a 5'8 sophomore, number 22, Keegan Yarrick. For the Girard Trojans, they'll start 5'5 junior Bailey Troike, 5'11" senior Kinley Smith, 5'9" senior Faith Poland. Oh, Faith out. And then 5'11" senior Olivia Cullen and 5'7" junior Emmeline Sinicott. And we're going to take a break here for the national anthem. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcmb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Chronisters is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronisters Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronisters has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronisters Hardware is also your place for pit boss and Traeger grills? Plus, they have the supplies you need to whip up a tasty meal for the whole family. From pans to pellets, you'll find it all at Chronisters. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronisters Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norse Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norse Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Welcome back out here to Fort Scott, Kansas. Getting set for tip-off of tonight's girls matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Fort Scott Tigers. Some other matchups going on around the area tonight. Jess, who we got playing tonight as we get close to the old Christmas break?
Yeah, we got Pittsburgh's at Parsons tonight. Frontenac's playing Glendale in the McDonald County tournament. Southeast playing Baxter, and of course the game we're all waiting for here, Girard's here at Fort Scott.
Those area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East 4th Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing to repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. Tonight's opening tip brought to you by Lorette Ceramics. Trojans will control 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Lorette Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying, and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Lorette Ceramics. Trojans turn it over quickly, and here comes Fort Scott back the other way. Mackenzie Murphy with it down low. Her shot won't fall. Faith Poland comes away with the rebound. And the Trojans have it again offensively. Troike back out to Poland. Thought about a long three. Now she'll dribble back out to the top of the key and try and reset. That pass tipped away. Poland picked up her dribble. And now here comes Fort Scott the other way. This is Keegan Yannick with it. Back up to Comstock at the three-point line. Shot on the way is good. Jesse Comstock start things off for Fort Scott with a three-pointer. And the Tigers lead at 3-0. Seneca gets it across the half-court stripe. Now to Poland at the elbow. She'll put it on the floor. Dribbles to the post. Kicks it back out to Smith. Inside to Cullen. Her little layup up and good. Not really a floater, more of like a shot put up into the bucket, but it's good. Trojans trim the lead to 1. Here early. Shot on the way from Comstock for 3. No good. Troike tracks down the rebound. And Poland will handle it up the floor. Now to the corner to Cullen. Gets it out to Poland now. Swing it around over the top to Kinley Smith. She gets tied up. And the ball will stay with the Trojans. Smith to inbound from under her basket. Gets it into Poland in the middle of the lane, tipped away. Scrum for the ball. Seneca down there battling for it with Abby Altick. And it'll go possession arrow points towards Fort Scott, and they'll have it after the held ball. Keegan Yarrick had it, poked away out of bounds. Last touch by Troike. It'll stay with Fort Scott. Shot on the way from the free throw line by Altick is good. Just kind of settled into that sweet spot. Found herself open. Trojans working down the floor quickly. Troike into the lane to Cullen. Fights to get it out. Shot on the way from Poland, no good. Smith comes away with the rebound, but her toe is on the line. And that'll turn it back over to Fort Scott. Trojans try to play that inside-out game early. Now Fort Scott's going to try and beat him down the floor. Throw over the top. Oh, man. Poland got called with a foul. It looks like Yarrick was falling out of bounds. The official called Poland for the push just because, I don't know, proximity. And it'll stay with Fort Scott. Poland picks up her first team foul on the Trojans. Saved in, but right to Comstock. Her shot up, no good. Tipped around. And Poland able to come away with it. They're going to call a held ball. It'll stay with the Trojans.
Little handsy out there.
Yeah. Fort Scott applying the full court pressure, able to tip that one away. It'll stay with Girard. Abby Altick will take a seat. She's replaced by Harmony Shaw. Trojans get it in. They're going to call travel on Troike. Comstock in, looking inside to Shaw, can't get it in there, poked away. Poland will come away with it for the Trojans. They trail it by 3 here in the early minutes of this ball game. Poland will pull up for a 3. Just not in any sort of rhythm tonight with the ball are the Trojans on the offensive end. Poland's hoisted up a couple of threes, but and not in any sort of rhythm. Only bucket has come on a little 2-foot shot put from Cullen. Again, quickly down the floor go the Lady Tigers, but unable to convert. Poland comes away with it again. Cullen with it on the post. Now back up top. They'll swing it around to Poland in the corner, looking for help. Try to lob it in the middle to Sinnekit. Her shot on the way is no good. Rebounded by Shaw. And here come Fort Scott quickly. They want to push it up the floor. The Trojans have been beat down the floor a couple times, and there's a carry violation called against Harmony Shaw. She'll take a seat. Abby Altick back into the game for Fort Scott.
Hayden Buckley checked in for Girard, 33.
Buckley will take the shot and hits. Trojans trim it to 1. What's been a very low-scoring first quarter here in Fort Scott. A lot of action, just not a lot of points. There's another turnover. Poland comes away with it. That one had a bow on it. Kinley Smith into the lane. Shot won't go off the back iron, but she's fouled and will head to the line to shoot a pair. First free throws for either team tonight. Going to call that foul on Mackenzie Murphy. That's first team foul against Fort Scott. First shot off the iron. Sinnekit into the game for Faith Poland.
Number 30, Carson Wonderly checked in for Fort Scott.
Shot won't go. Smith with the rebound. Back out. Buckley will take the 3, won't go. And Altick comes down with the rebound. She's going to be fouled. Foul's going to go against Smith. It's her first, second team foul against the Trojans.
Second Trojan team foul. Checked in for the Trojans, number 31, Bailey Bradshaw.
Bailey Bradshaw into the game, replacing Natalie Cullen. Olivia Cullen, I'm sorry. Natalie's her mom. Tigers swing it around. Yarrick with it, top of the key. Now they'll get it around to Wonderly. Being guarded by Smith. Comstock with it. Almost stolen as Yarrick reverses her field, misses it off the front iron, and Sinnekit down with the rebound. Here come the Trojans the other way. Smith to the hole.
And
Can't
one.
get it to fall. And she'll head to the line to shoot another pair.
Tiger foul, turns to number 30, Carson Wonderly, her first personal foul. Second Tiger team foul. At the line, Kinley Smith, shooting 2.
Oh, man. Woo!
Shooter's touch.
Man. Just going for a degree of difficulty there. That free throw ties us up at 5. Second shot on the way for Smith, no good. She's 1 of 4 from the stripe tonight. And there's a foul after the shot. We'll see who they get.
Going to be on Sinnekit.
Yeah. Her first third team foul on the Trojans. Comstock into the lane, now kicks it back out. They'll spin it around to Yerrick. She puts it on the floor, almost travels. Now back up to Comstock. High arching shot. Tickled the rafters, and that's her second three-pointer of the night. That one came down out of the stratosphere. That went off the foot of Syndicate, and that'll turn it back over to Fort Scott. Trojans trailing by 3. Trojans have been hurt this season by the three-point shot, the great equalizer, and just had issues getting hands in the face of the shooter. Galena dropped about 6 threes on him. Eric of the 2 there, pushes the lead to 5. Yeah, if not for the three-pointer, that Galena game would not have been close. Now a fast break the other direction. Shaw with it and gets her first bucket of the night and pushes the lead to 7 here with less than a minute. We were tied at 5. Fort Scott on a 7-0 run here to finish this first quarter. Poked away, scrum for the ball. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Carson Wonderly. It'll stay with the Trojans. Faith Poland into the game, replacing Kinley Smith. Buckley will inbound for the Trojans. Comstock takes a seat for Fort Scott. Allie Brown into the game. Oh, Bradshaw had it into the lane, and they're going to get the reach foul. Bailey Couch, her first third-team foul on Fort Scott. Poland gets it top of the key. She'll pull the trigger on a 3, no good. And just hasn't looked good shooting the ball tonight. 0 for 3 from behind the arc are the Trojans. They trail it by 7. Wonderly with it. Now this is Allie Brown down the lane, off the glass and good. A 9-0 run to finish the first quarter for Fort Scott, and they lead at 14-5. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. For years, our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering.
Welcome back out here to Fort Scott. Starting the second quarter of action. Lady Tigers have it, leading by 9. Down low, shot won't go for Murphy. Shaw in there with the rebound. Long pass out is fielded by Wonderly. Now they'll work it back around. Oh, down low to Murphy. There's the travel violation. I was going to say, somebody's got to call it.
Something had to happen.
Everybody in the gym saw it. Trojans get it back here, trying to chip away at this 9-point lead. They haven't scored since about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Poland gets it down low on the way. Shot from Troike won't go. Rebounded by Harmony Shaw.
Good luck right there.
She'll
though,
give it
Josh.
up to Allie Brown. Poked away from behind. Scrum for the ball. Poland with it. And they're going to call a held ball. And it'll be Trojan basketball by way of the possession arrow. Comstock back into the game, replacing Brown. Yarrick into the game, replacing Wonderly. Regan Poland into the game right now as well for the Trojans. Seneca down low, kicks it back out to Poland. Shot on the way, no good off the front iron. And running the other way, here's Shaw being trailed by Smith. Can't get there, off the glass is good. 4 points in the game for Harmony Shaw. Now it's an 11-point lead for Fort Scott as they apply full court pressure. Trojans get across the midcourt. Down low to Cullen. Her shot won't go, but she's fouled by Harmony Shaw. That'll be her first. Fourth team foul.
Whatever happened to the three-man weave? 3 or 4 passes, there's a layup on that full court pressure every time.
Cullen hits her first and nails them both. And that kind of stops the bleeding, stops the 11-0 run. Cuts the lead to 9 here with 6 minutes left to play first half. Fort Scott swings it around, now down to Murphy on the blocks. Now Shaw, middle of the lane, her shot on the way, rattles around, won't go. Murphy with the rebounder, put back is good. And the lead back up to 11. Seneca with it, middle of the floor, shot on the way, missed badly, gets her own rebound, misses that, and the rebound comes down to Murphy. Trojans just not getting many breaks tonight on the offensive end of the floor. We saw them have problems against Galena. They were able to pull that one out. Now they're in a deep hole here to Fort Scott. Shot on the way, no good by Yarrick. Scram for the rebound between Shaw and Smith. Held ball, it'll stay with the Tigers. Troike into the game for Regan Poland. Buckley into the game for Faith Poland. Down low, Murphy. Shot won't go. Tipped around, gets the rebound back, and she's going to be fouled. And she'll head to the line. I think they're going to get Cullen with it. Yep. Olivia Cullen whistled with the foul. That's her first. 4 on the team. Murphy at the line. You're seeing a lot of free throws rattle around tonight.
Friendly rims.
Yeah. Not that time. Cullen comes down with the board. Trojans trailing by 12. Down low to Sinnott, back out to Buckley. Thought about a three, now she'll take it and hits. That's what the Trojans need. 5 points in the game for Buckley. Lead down to 9. Girard with it into the middle of the lane.
I'd say that's either a jump ball or a travel.
They're going to call a held ball, and it'll be Trojan basketball. That was Ellie Smith, the 5'7" junior. Turned it over that time. Snuck in there on me. Cullen with it at the elbow, kicks it over to Troike. They try to get it down low to Sinnott. Trojans this year seem to be missing the dribble penetration. They just don't have the guards that can dribble penetrate with the ball like they've had in the past, and they have to get everything done with the pass now, and it just kind of complicates some possessions, you know.
Yeah, the Jada Valleys, the Hayden Herlockers of old.
Yeah, the Sydney Cranes.
Sydney Crane.
Yeah.
Who would have about as many assists in a game as they had points.
Yep. It just really tears the defense down when you can dribble through them. And Trojans this year just not as many confident ball handlers on the floor. Get it down low to Cullen this time. Shot on the way is good.
Timeout.
There's a timeout on the floor, a full timeout. We'll take it. Trojans trail it by 5. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
.313 left to play first half. Trojans trail it by 5. They've chipped 6 points off of this lead since the beginning of the second quarter. Fort Scott went on an 11-0 run over the second half of the first quarter and the first couple minutes here of the second quarter, but since then the Trojans have answered back with a little 6-point run of their own. And they trail it by 5 as Troike applying pressure up the floor. Bailey Couch able to give it up to Jesse Comstock. Shaw with it, back to Comstock. Now Yarrick into the lane. Shaw's shot won't go. Rebound comes down to the Lady Tigers. Comstock into the lane to Shaw. Her shot on the way is good. Six points in the game for Shaw. That stops the 6-0 run the Trojans were on. Puts Fort Scott back up by 7. Here's Cullen down low. Poked away.
Oh, good call.
By Shaw, it'll stay with the Trojans. Smith looking to inbound. She's up against the 5 seconds there. Tipped away. It'll stay with the Trojans. That was taking a long time to develop.
Not a lot of girls moving right there.
Buckley with it at the elbow. Gets it back down to Cullen. Back out to Buckley. Back down to Cullen. Goes to work in the post. Has it slapped away. And she'll head to the line to shoot two. I think Shaw's going to end up with, or Murphy's going to end up with the foul. Yep. That's the second foul on Murphy. 15 foul against Fort Scott. Cullen 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Make it 3 for 3. Abby Altick checks back into the game, replacing Mackenzie Murphy. And Cullen 4 for 4 from the stripe. 8 points on the night. And the lead is back down to 5. Inside passing. Oh! Wow. Not a good looking possession that time by the Lady Tigers. Trojans able to come away with it. And defensive pressure being applied right now by Fort Scott. They've stepped it up in the half court. Getting it down low to Cullen. Off the glass, won't go. Rebound comes down to Keegan Yerrick. Pushing ahead. This is Comstock with it, being guarded by Buckley. Her shot on the way won't go. Tipped around. Cullen comes away with the rebound. Faith Poland with it. Dribbles back out of trouble. Back to Troike, and now they'll set it up. Cullen at the elbow, back out to Buckley. Her shot on the way, no good off the back iron. Troike there for the rebound. Swinging around, Smith put it on the floor, baseline. Shot won't go. She's going to draw a foul though on Keegan Yerrick. That's her first. Number 6 on the team.
Trojans doing a lot better job getting the ball towards the basket, forcing Fort Scott into some foul trouble here.
She called glass on that?
Yep. I saw her point.
Yep, yep. Smith now 2 of 5 from the stripe. Off the back iron, Cullen comes down with the rebound. Her putback won't go. Battle for the rebound between Sinnott and Shaw. It'll be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Trojans. Fort Scott ball. Garrett gives it up to Comstock. She'll swing it around to Brown. Back up top to Shaw. That's pretty good looking ball players on this Fort Scott squad. Especially their front court.
Good ball handlers.
Yep. Comstock's hit a couple threes, so they got a shooter. Looks like they're gonna
going to prove my point why Casey needs to implement a shot clock.
Job, stolen away by Troike, and then she's going to be fouled by Comstock. And Troike would head the line to shoot 1 and 1. First free throws of the night for Bailey Troike. She's only attempted 1 field goal. Rattles in.
Back to a 3-point lead here for the Tigers.
If the Trojans get this down to a possession before the half, you got to be happy with that. Troike misses the second. Fort Scott with time, 5 seconds on the clock. Here comes Comstock. Nobody picks her up. Shot on the way from Yarrick is good.
Of course it
Everybody standing under the basket,
right.
Nobody guarding the shooters. All the white jerseys were around the arc. And Fort Scott takes a 24-18 lead into the half. We'll step away for a quick break and we'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show at the break. Fort Scott leads it by 6. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norse Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norse Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff.
Welcome back out here to Fort Scott High School. We're at halftime of the girls matchup here tonight. At the half, the Lady Tigers lead the Trojans 24-18. A game of runs. Getting set also tonight for the boys matchup. Trojans coming off just a pretty good walloping against Galena last week. It was getting pretty ugly down the stretch there and trying to bounce back from that one. And Fort Scott, a team just trying to find their way this season, coming into the game 0-4. Jess, they've got losses to Paola, Chanute, Wellsville, and Perry Lecompton. Really, so far, the only close game they've played is a 55-47 loss to start the season against Perry Lecompton. Blown out 77-45 by Wellsville. And then lost 38-28 to Paola. Man, what a barn burner of a game I'm sure that was to watch. Like, throwback to 1928. And then a 10-point loss last on the 15th. They lost 73-63 to Chanute here in Fort Scott. So just a tough start to the year for the Tigers. And a town that, Coach Herlocker last week described Fort Scott as a basketball town, and they kind of are and have been over the years. So just a tough start for the Tigers this season. The Trojans trying to bounce back from a rough loss. So we'll see which one of these teams is in bounce back mode here tonight as the boys get set to take the court here later on. Take a look at those first half stats. First off, for the Lady Trojans, they're led in scoring by Olivia Cullen. She has 8, 4 of those coming from the charity stripe. Next, Hayden Buckley with 5. Kinley Smith with 2, both of those from the free throw line. And Bailey Troike, 1 of 2 from the stripe for 1 point to round out the scoring for the Trojans. For Fort Scott, they're led in scoring by Harmony Shaw and Jessie Comstock, both with 6 points. Mackenzie Murphy has 3, and then Abby Altick, Keegan Yerrick, and Allie Brown, each with a bucket to round out the scoring for the Lady Tigers. And a game of runs. Trojans went on a bit of a run to get it close there in the second quarter, but Fort Scott able to hit a big 3 at the buzzer to push the lead back up to 6 to finish the half, and that's where we sit here as we get ready to begin the second half of action. We'll step away for another break, and we'll be back here on the GN Bank Halftime Show. We want to remind you that our show here at halftime is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We'll step away, and we'll be back for second half action here from Fort Scott. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Chronisters is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronisters Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronisters has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronisters Hardware is also the place for Clark and Kensington paint? Quality paint with an incredible selection of colors, plus all the tools and supplies you need to transform your paint project. From paint to pliers, you'll find it at Chronisters Hardware. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronisters Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
And we're back here in Fort Scott, underway here in the third quarter. Lady Tigers have the ball to start the half. This is Yerrick in the corner being guarded by Poland. Now down to Murphy, back out. They'll whip it around. Comstock with it now, top of the key, being guarded by Kinley Smith. Shot on the way, no good. Smith comes down with a rebound. Trojans look to push. Poland with it at the elbow, or I'm sorry, at the wing. She'll kick it back out. Whew, dangerous pass there. Poland able to handle it into the lane to Cullen. Now Sinnott puts it on the floor. Her pass deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Altick. It'll stay with the Trojans. Smith set to get it in, gets it to Cullen at the baseline. Poland thought about a three, then thought again. Cullen gets it down low. Her shot is up and good. Olivia Cullen, 10 points in the ball game. Cuts the lead to 4. Urick with it. Her shot no good. Murphy comes down with the rebound. And they're going to have a held ball, about the 12th held ball of this game. And that'll give it back to the Trojans. Dangerous pass that time. Poland able to handle it for the Trojans. Cullen able to get it after it was poked away. Now back to Poland. Her shot blocked by Abby Altick. Poland shot on the way, no good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. They're fortunate on that one.
Yep. Good possession here.
Could have gone either way. Turn you up a little bit, Jess. I don't want to miss any of these nuggets. That one out of bounds. Trojans fortunate again there. Smith to Imbo. Over the top to Cullen. Back out to Poland. She'll pull the trigger again. No good. Rebounded by Smith. Her putback won't go, but she's fouled again. Another trip to the free throw line for Kinley Smith. Foul's going to be against Ellie Smith. That's her first. First team foul against Fort Scott here in the half. First attempt, no good. Smith just now 2 for 6 from the free throw line.
Hayden Buckley checks in for Emmeline Syndicate for the Trojans.
Second shot, no good for Smith. 2 of 7 now from the stripe. Yarrick with it into the lane to Shaw. Her pass tipped out of bounds, and it'll turn it over to the Trojans. Good idea, but Yarrick wasn't ready for it down there. Or, I'm sorry, not Yarrick. Altick wasn't ready for it. Poland with it. Trojans break the pressure and get into the half court here. Buckley with it into the lane to Cullen. Her pass. They're going to have a foul down low. Calling this one on Harmony Shaw. Her second. Second team foul against Fort Scott. Cullen gets the inbound. Now to Smith. She'll go baseline with it and has it poked away. And they're going to call Harmony Shaw with another reach-in foul, so 2 quick ones on Shaw. That's her third. Shaw will take a seat. Carson Wonderly into the game for Fort Scott. And they were getting close to it every time. They finally got a 5-second call as Smith didn't get it in time to Cullen. Now here comes Fort Scott the other way. Couch gets it to Comstock, and they'll set up the offense. Back to Couch on the wing. And the shot won't go for Altic. Cullen comes down with the rebound. Now ahead to Troike. Over to Buckley. Now Smith on the baseline. Yeah, she had it poked away, but it's going to be Fort Scott ball. Poland and Troike will take a seat. Syndicate back in along with Regan Poland.
Poland for Poland.
Smith tips it away. Deflects the pass out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Seems like we've been at this score for a long time here. 24-20. Trojans trying to chip away at that 4-point lead. Fort Scott led by as many as 11 in the second quarter. Ball poked away. Couch has it poked away again. Now Comstock will handle, being guarded by Smith. Couch will pull the trigger on a 3 air ball. And they're going to get a pushing foul against Buckley.
Nope.
Oh, no. Now they're going to get a pushing foul against Keegan Yarrett. I didn't see a push either way. I was going to say it would have been the most gentle push of all time. It's a nudge, really. Dangerous pass. Smith able to track it down, then gets tied up.
Fast whistle.
Man, that's a quick held ball whistle. I mean, apparently if you're both touching it for a split second at the same time, held ball. Turns it over to Fort Scott. Smith's kind of gotten a couple of bum calls here the last couple times down the floor. Had one poked away out of bounds that they said was off of her, and then a held ball that she was standing there holding alone. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Syndicate. Ancient history now, Jess.
Yep.
Play on. Smith handling up the floor, being guarded by Comstock. Picks up her dribble, needs some help. Ball tipped. Syndicate barrels into Brown. And it'll be Fort Scott ball. Foul on Syndicate. Correction, that was Carson Wonderly. No, it was Brown who took the brunt of that one. Wonderly inbound. Comstock will take that 3. Off the back iron this time, no good. Poland with the rebound. Gets it up to Cullen. Now Buckley with it. Into Syndicate, middle of the lane. Back to Buckley. Her pass tipped away, out of bounds, and Buckley couldn't handle the carom. And it'll be Fort Scott basketball. Timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Lots of action, Jess. Lots of rock'em sock'em stuff. No scoring.
No points. It's just kind of been a little sloppy. It looks like the message coming out of halftime is better spacing, offense and defense.
And get to the bucket. Take it to the bucket. We saw some of that brief flashes for the Trojans, but then since then, Fort Scott's tightened up in the interior, and Girard, again, still having a hard time making any sort of jump shots. So far, the only body to make a shot from outside the lane is Buckley.
Yeah. That Fort Scott pressure starting to put make it a little difficult for the Trojans to even get a good look here this third quarter.
Yeah, they're not getting into their half court and then settling down into the offense. Once things get out of sorts, they never really kind of get back. Brown gets to cross half court. Now Comstock with it, being guarded by Kinley Smith. Fort Scott's got a few players that can score the basketball. A little different than Galena last week. Trojans able to go box and one against the Bulldogs and just keep Mia Sarwinski away from the basket and force everybody else to beat them, and they were able to come away with a 1-point win, but Fort Scott not that kind of team. Regan Poland with it. Quick shot on the way. Front iron, no good. Riaric with the rebound. Brown pushes the other way for Fort Scott. This is a team that likes to get into transition. Comstock with it. Long two on the way. No good. Rebounded. Held ball. Buckley gets her hand in there for the held ball. And it'll get the ball back to the Trojans. At least that quick held ball is going both ways.
Yeah. One thing about the officials, they've been
consistent. Yeah, that's all you can ask. Everybody's human. Except aliens, they're something else. Which apparently now they're a thing. Here's Poland. Traveled with it. She took the Euro step, and then the Asian step, and then the Afro step.
And pause.
Yeah. Fort Scott with it now offensively. Here's Comstock setting things up at the top of the key. Cross court pass to Brown. Thought about a shot. Now she'll pull the trigger on it. Air ball. Saved in. Shot blocked by Cullen. And the Trojans have it. Troike briefly looked to push. Now she'll just settle into the half court. Buckley with it for three. Shot on the way, no good. Poland's going to be called for an over-the-back foul.
I thought
Faith Poland, that is.
I think they just called her stepping out of bounds, Josh. I don't sure they called
nope.
a foul.
Yeah, all right. I didn't even know she had the ball. Shot on the way is good by Keegan Yurick. Uncontested from the free throw line. Lead back up to 6. That's the first bucket in like 10 minutes of action here. Poland with it. She'll drive. And we're going to have a reach-in foul against Carson Wonderly. That's her second. Kind of bailed Poland out because she got down there in no man's land, didn't really have anywhere to go with it.
See if we run an inbounds play that has some quick.
Shot on the way from Buckley, no good. She's gone cold. Bailey Bradshaw on the floor for it. Held ball, and it'll be Fort Scott basketball. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Tigers lead it by 6 in a low-scoring third quarter. Poked away, scrummed for it. Somebody's going to get a foul. We'll see who. Going to go against Poland. Shot up and good for Carson Wonderly. And Coach Herlocker called a timeout. Poland was in trouble, picked up her dribble, saved the possession. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. So far, just 6 points scored here in this third quarter. If you're going to rewatch this one, skip this third quarter. Yeah,
right, I
skip
agree.
it. I mean, I like to think that our play-by-play has been effervescent, sparkling, but definitely one to forget here for the Girard Trojans in this third quarter.
Well, my take is it seems to be the Trojans keep dribbling into a double team, but if someone's double team, doesn't that mean somebody should be open somewhere on the court?
Well, if you're not comfortable as a ball handler and that trap comes, man, things get real exciting real quick, and it's hard to make good decisions. Troike with it into the lane to Sinica. Turnaround shot off the back iron, won't go. Tipped around. And the rebound's going to come down to Keegan Yarrick. And Brown will bring it back the other way, being guarded by Troike. Fort Scott holding for the last shot here. Wanderley on the wing. Got to think they're going to get it to Comstock and let her pull the trigger on one. And then they're leaving her all alone out there. Here's Brown. Off the glass and good for three. That kind of night for the Fort Scott Tigers, and that kind of night for the Girard Trojans. At the end of three, Fort Scott leads it by 11. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do-it-yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to Fort Scott. Lady Trojans have it coming out of the break. Outscored 7-2. Not hard to do the math on that one. In the third quarter, a whopping 9 total points scored in the period. But Fort Scott able to push that lead to 11. Not a good inbound pass that time by Smith, and Fort Scott able to come away with the turnover. Troike probably got away with one right there coming up the floor. Into the lane, shot on the way is good by Yarrick. 6 points in the game for Yarrick. 13-point lead now for the Tigers as they start to open this one up to begin the fourth quarter. Smith down the lane. She's going to get, Murphy gets a blocking foul. Crowd doesn't like it.
Don't blame them.
Don't blame them at all. He'll send Kinley Smith to the line. Smith just 2 of 7 from the free throw stripe tonight. Make it 3 of 8. Hits them both. Trojans trim it back down to 11. Quickly back the other way comes Fort Scott. Shot off the iron, no good. And Troike's going to come away with the rebound. Trojans look to push here as time is not their friend. Smith with it into the lane to Cullen. Now Poland with it. Her shot won't go. Rough. And here comes Fort Scott back the other way. Yarrick handling it. She turns it over. Troike comes away with it, and she's going to be fouled by Yarrick.
That should be 1 and 1.
That'll be 3 on Yarrick. And Trojans in the bonus. Troike 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight. Shot on the way, rattles in.
Trojans quite a few fouls to give here coming down the stretch. So
yeah, can't take them with you, you know. Misses the second. Lead down to 10. Just under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Comstock with it now, top of the key. Yarrick Couch back to Comstock. Thought about a three. Now down low to Harmony Shaw. And they're going to get a
three in the lane.
3-second call in the lane on Shaw.
I was wondering if they's ever going to call that. Both teams don't seem to clear the lane very well.
You don't see that one called very often at all anymore, regardless of the level of basketball. Poland better get it across half court here. There we go. Sinnekit with it. Down the lane. Shot on the way. Won't go. Cullen with the rebound. Her putback won't go. And Smith gets the rebound and is fouled by Yerrick. That's her fourth. Yerrick will take a seat. Carson Wonderly back into the game.
Not yet. She's going to shoot the first one first.
Oh, yeah. Don't be hasty.
Right. Which makes no sense. I mean, it's not like anything can happen.
Parliamentary procedure.
Point of order.
Smith hits the first.
Now Carson can check in.
Second one won't go, and the lead is 9 for Fort Scott. Into the lane to Murphy. Her shot on the way is good. If I was Fort Scott, I'd do that a lot more often. Murphy's got a nice move down low. Oh, pass behind Sinnekit. She couldn't handle it. Turns it back over to Fort Scott. Playing with an 11-point lead here, under 6 to play in the ball game. Swing it around. No need to hurry for the Lady Tigers.
Clock's in their favor.
Altic with it, now back to Couch, around to Comstock. No hurries, no worries. Shot on the way off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Her putback won't go. Gets her own rebound, and the putback is good.
Just passed it to herself.
It's just a fancy pass off the glass. It wasn't a shot, right? Smith down the lane, into traffic, and then commits a foul after the rebound. 2 on Smith. Third team foul on the Trojans. Buckley into the game, replacing Faith Poland. Take a timeout. There, it's a full one. We'll take it as well. Trojans trailing 37-24. 5 minutes left to play. We'll be right back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Fort Scott with it here coming out of the break. Get it down low, trying to get it to Murphy, and Kenley Smith's going to be whistled for the foul. She's picked up a couple quick ones here over the last couple minutes. That's her third personal. Fourth team foul against the Trojans. Harmony Shaw gets it on the inbound. Now Couch with it on the wing. She'll put it on the floor. Gives it up to Wonderly. Now back to Comstock. Nobody looking for the pass. Buckley comes away with it. Trojans looking to push the other way. Here comes Kinley Smith. Drives into traffic with it. Now back out to Troike. Her shot from the elbow off the glass is good. First field goal of the night for Bailey Troike. Cuts the lead to 11. Trojans need to work quickly here as they apply the full court pressure. Comstock will bring it up the floor. She breaks it. Now Couch with it. Wonderly being guarded by Sinnott. Gives it back up. This is Couch. Wonderly with it again. Now Altick. Comstock dishes to Shaw in the corner. She'll put it on the floor, heads into the lane, being guarded by Cullen, who blocks the shot and then is called for the foul.
Thought that was pretty clean, but I might be biased.
Yep. Looking at it with Trojan goggles on there.
I think if she stays straight, they might not blow it, but she come down with her arm.
She followed through with it.
Yep.
First trip to the line tonight for Harmony Shaw. First one won't go. Shaw with 6 points, all of those coming in the first half. Got in a little bit of foul trouble. She's playing with 3. Second one won't go. Cullen comes down with the rebound, so there's a little poetic justice for Olivia Cullen. Smith with it. Dribbles baseline, nowhere to go. Gets it to Sinnott. Her shot off the glass won't go. Shaw with the rebound for Fort Scott. Wonderly with it. He'll give it up to Brown. Altick. Now Shaw. It's working it around the outside, taking time off this clock as we're under 2.5 to play now, and they're going to call a foul, reach foul on the outside on Bailey Troike.
That was the last free one.
I believe that's her first.
Tiger will get the bonus from now on.
The only benefit of that, stops the clock. And if a team doesn't make their free throws, it allows you to get back in the game. But Trojans have had a hard time scoring on the offensive end themselves. So putting the other team on the stripe, maybe not the way to go. Troike commits another one. That'll send Girard to the line for the first time tonight. Shot won't go. Cullen with the rebound. Trojans need to work quickly here on the offensive end if they want to get back into this one. Smith on the baseline. Loses control of it. Cullen comes away with it. And they're going to call a reach-in foul, I believe, on Shaw. It's 4 on Shaw. And this is the last 1-and-1 for the Trojans. After this, they'll be shooting 2. They'll be in the double bonus. Cullen's shot won't go. Just been that kind of night offensively for the Trojans. They're missing a couple of their best shooters. Haven't seen Lopez, haven't seen Brooks.
Those
due
are the
to
two.
illness.
Yeah, got the 2 names I was told early tonight that wouldn't be here.
Yep. And really could have used their shooting here tonight to kind of open up this defense for Fort Scott. You see every time the Trojans get in the post, it's a crowd. First shot on the way for Shaw is good.
That last foul was on Kinley Smith, if you want to.
Those of you scoring at home. I'm barely scoring here at the game. And Shaw makes them both. Pushes the lead to 13. Under 2 minutes to play. Trojans in desperation mode here. It's just taken them a long time to get a shot off against this Tiger defense. Poland with it. She'll drive baseline. Now in trouble. Picks up her dribble. Back to Troike. This is a long possession. Senecat with the shot in the lane. It's good.
Girard.
Senecat's first bucket of the ball game.
30-second timeout, Girard.
Stops the clock with 1:15. Coach Herlocker talking it over. That was Senecat's first field goal of the ball game. It comes with 1:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Just a tough night to get anything going offensively at all for Girard.
Just haven't handled that front court pressure very well tonight.
Both of these teams for Girard kind of seem like they're searching for their identities still here in this first part of the season. And I know both coaches are really excited to have that practice time with them over the Christmas break to try and get some things corrected and get some things figured out. Fort Scott on the run here. This is Comstock with it. Has it poked away from behind by Smith. And it'll stay with Fort Scott. 1:08 to play. Trojans trying to speed things up and apply some pressure. Fort Scott gets this into their half court. It's just going to. Oh, nice shot by Harmony Shaw. I don't know. I might put her in the starting lineup if I'm Coach Steps for Fort Scott. She's had quite a game tonight. Trojans again trying to get a shot. Poland will take the 3. A front iron, no good. She's been off all night. And there's a collision as Brown knocked to the floor by Troike. Pass tipped away by Kenley Smith. Right into the Fort Scott radio crew down there. Almost a 5-second call. They get it into Brown, being guarded by Troike, and they're going to call a foul on Troike. That's 3 on Troike. Sends Brown to the line for the first time tonight. She has 5 points. Make it 6.
Freshman, Allie Brown would be just a freshman. Nice little player for Fort Scott.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good-looking underclassmen on this squad. They're going to be good for the next few years. Brown hits both. 15-point lead now for Fort Scott, as it's just a academic exercise at this point. 40 seconds left to play. Poland with it, back to Kinley Smith.